So this week we're going to answer the question of how many times a week should I run?
And that's the easy answer.
Oh, well, good to hear that that's easy.
And that is enough times to make you improve.
Yeah, sounds simple.
It's simple, but it needs some explanation. So
It does.
your beginners, or the beginners, say you start running, do they need to run once a week in order to improve, or
Yeah,
what have you
beginners
found?
can run once a week. What I find is that most of my beginners can only fit once a week in.
Right.
And
They're
they
not
do.
committed runners.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
will
yeah.
run for 40 minutes, pretty much non-stop at the end of 10 weeks. But
Yes.
some of them will run twice a week because they've got the time.
Yeah.
But I find that any more than that, most people haven't got the time, but also it can be a bit too much. So I
Yeah, so
recommend
once or twice
a week with a nice walk at the weekend.
And perhaps
they improve.
the first 2 weeks of you running just once a week.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just to let everything settle down.
Okay, so let's look at the other end
So
of
that's
the spectrum.
beginners.
Yeah. What about the Olympic marathon runners? How many times
Top
a week?
marathoner.
Yeah, the top marathoners. How many times would they run?
Bit more than once a week, I think.
Probably about 12 times a week. They probably run twice a day.
Right,
So,
okay.
but on their long run day, they'd only do a long run. So that's what they would do. So somewhere.
so
basically.
Hang on a minute, a Chatty Sparkly runner needs to be somewhere in between, I think.
Yeah. So if they're going to be somewhere, are we going to run?
I think we
should.
ought to run. I was just looking at
I'm
the
getting
terrain.
fitter. I'm getting fitter.
Yeah. But most
Really?
people will be in the middle.
Yeah. So what about the person that runs once? They've gained a little bit of fitness in their recovery.
Right.
But
So
they-
is this not a beginner? This is somebody that's been running for a bit.
Well, anybody that just runs once
Yeah.
in the week and then doesn't run again for 2 weeks,
Right. Okay.
they would have done their run, they'd have got a little bit fitter because they've done a run, but then they wait too long before they do their next run. So actually, they do their run, they get a bit fitter, but then they lose that fitness before the next run.
Right.
They've left it too long. You get a few of those, don't you? Because busy mums.
Yes. Yeah.
Struggle to
People's
get
lives
out.
are busy, aren't they? So people that are intermittent in their running, that they'll run for a couple of weeks and then not run for a week or so, don't tend to improve, do
No,
they?
they must get a bit frustrated
Yeah.
because.
But they're keeping going. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Whereas if they did it twice a week
Regularly.
they'd start to improve.
Yeah.
But then you get the other people who, instead of having too long a recovery, have too little a recovery. So what they do is they go running, say 4 times a week,
Okay.
and so, but it's going to take, say it takes them 2 days to recover. Their next run is before they've recovered and gained their fitness. So,
And we're talking about relative beginners here, aren't we?
well, anybody, you could run too fast and not recover, or you can run too many days a week.
Because many people run 4 times a week.
Oh yeah, lots,
yeah.
yeah.
But
But if you're running 4 times a week, you've got to make sure that you recover before your next run, because it's in the recovery that gets you fitter. So if you're not recovering, what will happen is each run will you have to put a little bit more effort in because you've not recovered,
Yeah.
or your pulse will be a little bit higher. You'll be a little bit more weary. So gradually that weariness builds up because you've not got enough recovery time. So again, you've got to be somewhere in the middle. You've got to run enough that you recover, but frequently enough to use that recovery and increase fitness.
And we haven't.
Timing it just right.
Yeah. Because I don't want to say to people that be careful, if you're running 4 times a week, you might not be recovering. Because it's all in the pace that you're running,
of course.
isn't it? We
Yeah,
haven't
if your
mentioned
body's used to running 4 times a week and you're improving on that, then stick with it. So we haven't answered the question yet.
that. No, I've got lost with
So-
the question.
The question is, how many times a week should we run? And the
Yeah.
answer is enough to make you improve. And how do you improve? Well, you allow a recovery to happen. And of course, you need to know what a recovery day is for you, don't you? So recovery for most people would be a day off in a yoga class or a gentle swim.
Or a walk or something, or
A
a rest.
recovery for
Yeah.
a top marathon runner would be a 30-minute run in the morning and a 40-minute run in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So you've got to know what a recovery day is for you. Use the recovery day, get fitter, and then you'll get fitter. So
But I'm going to say something here, because if you're running nice and chatty and
Like
you're
this.
running, yeah, like this, and it's nice and easy, and you're following all our Chatty Sparkly principles, and you get to the end of your run and feel fine, you can
Yeah.
go out and do it again.
Yeah.
You might think, well, oh right, I can go out and do it again tomorrow.
Well, yeah, if you can, then do it and see what happens.
But
Listen
what
to
we're
your
saying
body.
is you need to key into your body and make sure that you're not doing too, if you're going to increase your running, you're not suddenly doing too much.
Exactly, because you're not going to recover. So I know, because I've lost a lot of fitness, I can't run every day. My recovery day can't be a running day. So what I'm doing is I'm walking.
How do you know that you've... how
Well,
have you
because if I go
keyed into
running
that?
2 days in a row, I know I'm tired by the third day.
So you're looking out for your tiredness, aren't you?
Yes, I'm feeling fresh.
Yeah.
So yesterday I thought I'll be all right. So I set off walking, and as soon as I started to run, I thought, oh God, I'm too tired, I need a recovery day. So I just walked. And
Yeah.
today I'm bouncing off the walls, I'm ready to go. And I'm hoping people have noticed that I've got fitter since last week, because I
Yeah.
definitely have
So
got
it's-
a lot fitter in just a week.
So it's having that confidence to say, right, I was going to run today, but actually I don't feel recovered.
Yeah,
I need an extra day.
you've got to give yourself permission to feel when
Yeah.
you're recovered. So, what about how many times
Where
a
have we
week?
got with the question?
So, how many times a week should I run? Well, if you're running twice a week and you're improving, stick with twice a week. When you stop improving, go to 3 times a week. If you stop it, and then you'll get a certain point, and then
Yeah, just put another little bit of running in 3 times a week. Gradually build it up. Don't
Yeah.
suddenly go out and do 10 miles.
no, but then so you add an extra day a week, and when you're
Yeah.
comfortable with that, and the key, I think, the last thing to finish on is, you know, everything's going nicely if you've got bags of energy and you've got a lot
Yeah,
of
that's the-
vitality,
yeah.
because the running should give you more mitochondria, should give you more energy. So actually the running gives you more energy.
So if it isn't and you're getting tired, you know, "Ooh, I need
more
more
recovery,
needed."
yeah. And it's in the recovery where you get
Yeah,
fitter.
all the good stuff happens in the
Yes.
recovery. Right.
So we turned round, we're going
We've turned
downhill
round.
now.
We turned round and we're going to just sum up now. So the question was, how many days a week should you run? Well, it all depends on you, doesn't it? And you just need to do enough so that you're improving and maintaining your vitality. Yeah?
Yep.
And if you do too little, you're not going to improve. If you do too much all of a sudden,
You'll get tired.
you'll get tired. And also, if you run too fast a lot of the time,
It's much better.
you're going to
to
need more recovery, so you
Yeah.
won't be able to
It's
do
much
the
better
run
at the
volume.
start to run too slowly than too
Yeah.
fast.
So there's no real black and white answer, is there? It's all about feeling-based running and
Yeah,
listening to your body.
Yeah, because everybody's different, so everybody be different.
So let's find out then.
Yeah, so it would be really nice if people on our Facebook page and group could just
Or on
write in,
YouTube.
and YouTube, how many days a week do you run?
Do you run?
And what is a recovery day for you?
Yeah. Do you do
So-
nothing?
Yeah, write
Do you
it
go
in.
to yoga? Yeah, let us know.
Write it, let us know,
find
because
out.
it really help other people, you know, and how are you getting fitter? Thank you for watching. We hope it's been helpful. Comment is always good because it helps other
Yeah,
people.
Comment and questions we love.
And hope to see you next week.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.